Well, this is the visit with a person of high strangeness. Last week, we went for our lives. We got attacked by yellow jackets and things at the Mima Mounts. Today, we are on top of the city, and this was in August of 2006. The actual trip was in April of 2006. In the meantime, this is June 2007, and these are all new houses. Everything is full of new houses. And so originally we was going to tape this at the Red Lion in Olympia in our nice hotel, but we thought that would have been out of character because we had done all these inserts on the outside. Now, if you notice, I'm at a total standstill. The mountains are moving one way, and the ground is moving another. We had a technician look at that, and we have no idea why it did that at all. Last week we were in Randsburg with the Frenches. We went to the ice cream fountain, and today, this is Overlook Park. Now there you are looking towards the airport in Tomwater, and I live right behind those trees there. And we were fleeing for our lives from the Mima Mounts last week. And we had audio problems through the whole thing, so come along and we'll clean it up.
I think we'll drive all the way to the other end of town.
And just to remind you, we're going to
here's the park.
Leave Randsburg, so you know where we left off. And again, old houses. So we're going to drive uptown and film on the way out. And it's time for us to go. We got to get at least a bishop today. Hole in the wall. We are still in touch.
We're going to go up the highway here and show you a little town. Get the right on the dashboard. How about that? Austin's
secondhand garage. It's got a Native American on one side and a lady on the other.
You want to do it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure.
You want to? Okay, it's rolling?
Oh, definitely. This has been a really fun place.
Okay.
Ebony and I's
Over
gonna
there,
stay
we
there.
have some older homes that they used to live in.
A couple of
and
days.
That looks like, what are those things called? A smith. What is this? Blacksmith. Thank you. Blacksmith shop.
We're going to do a detailed story there for you this
from
year.
people that still stay within this town. That's why it's called a living ghost town.
Yeah, see, there's a hotel.
There's a cafe.
There's a cafe.
And the Opera House is what it's called.
Oh, this is the post office, but it closed at 11:30. So we're going to go up
here. The Cottage Hotel, not motel. Wow. Must be something.
$40 a night, $50 a night. But remember what the man said. Don't come in the rain. You can't get here. This must be the church this woman was talking about. Santa Barbara Church. Okay, and so we're going to turn around. Oh, look up there. We're going to turn around here.
Okay, I'm going to get up here real quick. An old, preserved, living ghost town.
This is a mine shaft and stuff. So, all unlicensed motor vehicles. Oh, look at that. Look on this side. This is low. Cool. They left everything just the way it was. Look at the cactuses.
Hold on. Look at those cactuses. Everything's really nice.
So we're gonna roll you right through town here. At 15 miles an hour. How cool.
They've got antiques in this little town as well.
Uh-huh. Well, the whole town's antique.
Yeah. Oh, there's their fire department. They're legal and legit. They're making sure everybody stays safe in this little town. And everything's preserved.
We kind of hope that makes up for not being able to go to the museum, you know. How cool. Service station. I don't see any gas.
It's a barber shop.
Desert Museum is closed. Here's another hotel.
The Joint, which looks like a little bar.
Uh-huh.
And we got the Ice House Antiques over there.
And it's right around Johannesburg at Red Mountain on 395. You know, actually, I think Mike and Connie Johns taped the story for me here early in the year.
There's their jailhouse.
Yeah.
Gotta have a jailhouse.
How cool.
And there's the outhouse. Wow. The jailhouse and the outhouse.
Cool, huh? And over there, I would think those would be the Sierra Nevadas. I don't know.
Those were the nice people that gave us the information earlier.
And that's our visit to the Living Ghost Town.
Randsburg, California.
Yes.
They came here and filmed this for me because I remember them talking about it. So it'd be interesting to see how different
Yes, you are.
I am.
I think so. Subject to flooding, and look how long that road is.
Yeah, and how high. They said everything gets cut off when the rain comes. So you could appreciate when we get further up north, if it starts raining, we heading for the hills. There's no telling when we'll get off.
But when we get there, the universe will put us there.
That's it. I hope we went the right way.
I'm sure if not, then like I said, the universe has not misguided us or misled us on this trip yet, so I don't think it's going to let us down anytime soon.
It's Tina talking.
I'm at one with myself almost, viewers.
The best area on 395. That's what we've come to. I'll show you where it is here in a minute. It's real windy. It's hot. And we are in the high Sierras. We have shelter in case it rains. Map. So we are there. You're here. Coastal Junction.
In your nation.
Says welcome to the Eastern Sierras. Hey, please.
So, you want me to translate it?
No, just tell the story.
Pani coś filmuje i chce mieć
In
dźwięk
Polish.
po polsku.
Anything in Polish?
Yeah, there, what it says.
To wszystko dotyczy głównie parku Yosemite. Pokazujemy, nas interesują najbardziej wysokie
I
góry,
can't help you with that.
i jeziora, i wodospady, i piękne krajobrazy.
Cool. This is for our Polish viewers. Thank you very much. Information. Summer Hills in foreground. White Mountain, Adams, Wilderness, Adam Sierras. Payphones, what do you know? Looks like they're actually working. Here's some critters of the Sierras. Squirrel and nighthawks, sidewinders, raven, zebra lizards, and ground squirrels, Joshua trees. Mojave Desert. It's about the changing landscape. Let's see here, ashen rock fragments, older lava flows, and bedrocks. Tina, talking on the phone. Yeah.
But it was flooded. Just a little fast. Whoops. That's all.
Yeah, it's at 110 miles, but that's...
It had rained a little bit.
Goes all the way to Boston.
And
And,
those Swedish hellhop was
This is actually the edge of the area that eventually turns into Death Valley. It goes all the way to Boston.
cool the fish down.
And it had rained and it was a little flooded. Again, we like to give you the impression you're in the car with us. Tina is learning how to work the camera, which serves a dual purpose. I'm showing you, for those of you that send me footage, what I can use and what I cannot use, so bear with me here. And in the meantime, I remembered, and Tina discovered the still button on this camera, and so we are on our way to Bishop. And dialogue in the car is not all that important. We do very little editing.
We are on the Shoshone, Paiute Shoshone Reservation, and this is where we filmed the earthquake people. Look at the mountain here. Now Tina had seen something metal earlier, and I didn't. So we are at a graveyard across from that site. So we're gonna walk through here and see if we can pull it in for you. This is very interesting. But I missed him. He is
A little lizard.
Yeah, boy, he's running fast. There he is, I got him. There he is. Just running. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it in all the way. It might shake a little bit, but this is what Tina saw. It's a truck.
That's what Tina saw. You'll see it.
We talked about it for days.
Okay, we're going to bring it in and take a picture of it.
It was very windy. She assured me that's what it was.
It explains something, but we can't get over there. But we just can't get in there.
It's right by where the earthquake did.
Yeah. Okay. This is what it sounds like. Unless we drive.
See those satellites over there of some sort?
Click.
There's one that looks like it's turned.
Coming the other way, I had to take... Because last week when we came through here, they showed you snow on the ground.
It was still snowing on the way down.
Real quick here.
Cowhides out there. Horses. More cows.
And hey!
And hay. Let's see.
I'm driving 70 miles an hour and of course
There's like a little town of some sort, or a little community over there.
Go
Oh, wait,
by me
that's
like
the
I'm gonna-
reservation.
That's where we're going?
Yep, we're gonna keep going straight ahead, and the reservation casino should be on the road, the same road. We learned on our trip, California people drive a lot faster than anybody else.
I was almost real California there for a minute. Had to go to town every day. Yep. Sip.
Her and her battles with the town.
So now see what the Reno people will do. They think money. I'm gonna sing, oh yeah.
Wait. Baha. How you say it?
Baha.
There you go. That's what you say. All right, people. We'll talk to you in just a little bit. We're almost to Bishop.
I think this is a good time. I'll get back to the Baja in a minute.
We stopped at the Mexican restaurant, at Jack's place actually, and the owner told us to call him when we got back into town. So we did, in Bishop, and so we did. And so it turns out he invited us to go to dinner across the street at a place, I'll tell you what the place is in a minute. And one restaurant was the owner from across the street. Go ahead. Permission to show you this. It's a wonderful place. It has a just remembering the Kitty Lee Inn. The spot where the Kitty Lee Inn once stood. It was built in 1924, and then after the war, they converted it into a dining room for the civilian pilot training, but you know. And so that's where we are. And again, this is in Bishop, California, right on 395, and I know a lot of you go right through here when you head for Arizona in the spring, in the winter time. Nice place. Look at the stuff they got. Yeah.
You know our candy in there?
Candy?
Sell candy.
Oh, they sell candy. How cool. Yeah, you do.
This is all candy right here, too.
Mail order?
Yeah, sure, she can do that.
If you give me a business card to film, please. We are at the Whiskey Creek at Bishop, and here's the address. And I'm told they sell candy mail order, so if you need any, give them a call and take it from there. Everything looks great. I'm gonna show you the food too. A few that like green. Beautiful. Huge dining room. But if you are lucky, you can just go ahead and, hello, somebody waving. You can smoke out here. Actually,
On the market, are they?
say again?
Hookers on a real estate market?
No, it's for my TV shows. I'm documenting my visit across the country. Yeah. And we have a butt patrol in Washington State. We can't smoke either. So I stop at all the nice places that make some kind of arrangements to accommodate drinkers and smokers. Yeah.
I'm not smoking.
Yeah, but
Are you from state of Washington?
I am. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's right.
And here we go.
All right, we're trying to get that storm cloud over the top of that pretty mountain.
No, we want to keep it back because it cuts across the mountain. It'll kill us.
I'm gonna tell you the Baja story really quick. David Icke has a tape, on a conspiracy tape, and about reptilians, and he tells the story that there is a herd of cows, and every once in a while a cow will leave, and
6,000 feet out.
the other cow said, "Oh, lucky her, she's going on holiday."
Oh, yeah.
And next to the cows is a herd of sheep, and one of the sheep tells the cows, she's not going on a holiday, she's going to the slaughterhouse. And all the cows say, they wouldn't do that. And then the sheep say, Baja, Baja, Baja. And that's what we make reference to sometimes when we say that.
The other day, Bishop and I was late. Now what happened is, Bobby was moving here. Okay?
Okay. the water down there, guys.
Good luck,
If not, I
Tina.
do apologize
I'm
for the
going
drive.
so fast.
Really?
Look at those big mountains.
They all look alike.
Just different colors.
They all look alike. Spend all their money in the mountains. Beautiful. And guess what? They're all the same.
There's no individuals. I want to snap a picture of this.
I recently learned they are called
It's kind of
townhouses,
like they said, once it's changed, what they stay the same.
not
I guess
houses.
they figured that
Townhouses.
out. So, oh, there's water. That's the lake. See, that's that highway we came down.
There'll be Mono Lake.
We came the other way. We still can't go that way if we want to. But, you know, right? We want to go straight.
Yeah, let's go straight. Let's go see stuff we haven't seen. And look at those mountains over there. Oh wow, that's pretty.
Look at those mountains over there.
That's what I got going right now.
That's what we're going.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm
There's
worrying
the one
about
right
rain and
there.
snow and
These big pretty things.
Yeah, but we don't know how pretty this one is. We'll have to go up and down.
in the middle of
Oh, yeah.
nowhere.
It looks like we're actually going to be going down for a little bit. And then maybe up over there, see how it looks like it's starting to climb.
Yeah, there's on the map, there's 12,000 feet. Now, I don't know if we're going to have to go over it or not.
Let's
Because
hope
we
not.
didn't come that way, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to leave as fast as I could. So, you know, I'm not going to.
See, she's panning out too fast
Potato
again.
sauce is tearing me up. The lunch we had at the Pipe Casino, it gave me heartburn. Just so you know, don't eat your tomatoes.
Yet the
Or
food
the
at the
chef
casino
salad. I
was
got
not good.
gas. Brave person on a bicycle.
It's so cold.
We're
Alright.
gonna film.
On an 8,000-foot mountain,
See if we can get a still picture of it.
trying to catch the weather for you.
Let's see.
Trying, on my ad, trying.
We're down over 1,000 feet, but it is. It's very windy.
The real spooky.
Stormy.
That's Mono Lake. Mono Lake. That's what we came
Yeah,
out.
that's the way we came
That's the highway we came
through the military installation now.
See? And
We are not going to go back the same way we came.
what's open? That's one where they black. That's where we were.
It said that one was closed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it said it was closed.
To remind you, we had to detour because of the bad weather. We had
Unless I
to
read the
make
sign incorrectly, we'll come
go
here and
east
close some more.
in order to get around Reno
Look at the
because
rainbow.
there were snowstorms. Now we're doing a rainbow thing
There
here.
you go. Here's another rainbow for you. Oh, that's even better. Oh, pretty. And everybody, here's the rain. A little bit, like I said, it would sprinkle a little. It looks like it's going to clear up there for us.
Awesome. See?
Yay! Right now, 142 miles.
From Hawthorne all the way down.
Didn't get to get the shacks.
You whistle? That's the wind.
Oh, wow. Okay, you guys at home, look at that rainbow. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, I got a better picture of the rainbow. Let's see if we can get to the end of the rainbow. Where's that pot of gold? Where's that pot of gold? I'm going to try and get
You
as close
found
as I
that
possibly
clicker.
can. Wow, that's kind of weird. It fades itself. I mean, it's the brighter colors at the end of
Someone told me there were many trees around the water
She had
tower.
found that clicker anyway.
I'm not sure if that's
Someone told me there were many trees around
right, but anyway.
this water tower. Now, can you? I like to draw your attention again. How this whole, when you look at this, how this separates. I'm at a standstill,
Snow is finally
and it separates. I don't know how to explain this. Well, anyway, all the snow is gone. We are still on 395, and we intend to stay there. We already been to Bishop. We went to the Paiutes, to the reservation, and we asked them what you call the houses, and they wouldn't tell me, so I don't know. And here again, now in 2007, where I'm standing now, the other side is houses. And it didn't take very long. We will show you a split screen at a later time so you can see what we can build in 4 or 5 months. That's all it took. We're still trying to figure out why the picture moves the way it does. It's just the most amazing thing.
Wow, that's kind of weird. It fades itself. I mean, it's the brighter colors at the end.
Miles to go. There's a flash flood. Nowhere to go.
I like swimming. Lilian, do you like swimming? I'm just messing with you. That's rain mixed with hail.
That's a nice one.
Ooh, that's hail.
I know. It's snow.
It's cold wet. Cold wet. We're getting out of it. Hurricane avalanche.
Bridgeport. 25 miles.
I'm getting that. That's Mono Lake, right? Mono Lake? Look at that storm coming in over there. Crazy, huh?
We decided to stop for the night. The weather was bad.
Let's look at this lake a little closer. I don't know how well the color's gonna come in, but it's
Green.
it's really, really green. Excuse me.
I think it's 8 miles. I think it's 8 miles of this. Then it goes back into it goes back into 2 lanes.
Trees. Trees on the side of the mountains. Okay, here we go. Those are really pretty white rocks out there. If I
And
can
the
get
hard
them.
rocks fell on this side.
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear, look. They would have cleaned those rocks. I felt an earthquake here a while ago. I bet you they had an earthquake. So all those rocks are down.
Yeah, well, the gentleman back there was telling us that there was just one there. Remember? Because you asked him about
Yeah,
the
not
day we were
today.
there. Oh, yeah.
Today I felt at the casino there, I felt so earthquakey.
Kind of looks like the beach down there. How the waves are crashing against the side.
This was closed.
Yep, this was closed, and we saved this.
That's one we want home.
We showed you that on the way down.
And I'm gonna get it.
Again.
It must have been seasonal because they were still closed 2 weeks later.
Look at that. Look at all those rocks. It's a big one.
We would have liked to have stayed there.
I like how they just kind of fall together. Make their own pictures.
That's too fast.
Oops.
Oh, wow. Huh?
Endless clouds.
Warming.
Yeah, make you ready to snap right.
Oh, I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it. I got it.
Casa Micaela.
Catholic churches.
Excuse me, we have some mountains here. We're about 100 miles from Reno, but I think we're going to call it night, huh?
Oh, yeah. It looks like there's a storm coming in. See? Houses up there on the mountain. And there's an excavator. Look at that excavator. For you men folk out there.
Pronounce that.
Bridgeport. sprinkles of rain again.
Yeah, we didn't want to get hung up in this weather, so.
Now we're coming into the town of Bridgeport, and I think we're going to try and get a room here. The weather's getting pretty bad for us. And then you guys will see Reno tomorrow. Unless the universe will let us. There you go.
Here's a lodge.
Let's see, what do we got?
On here, we showed you the food just a minute ago. Expect to pay $60 for 2 people. Now we were El Cheapo. We got wings, and they were too many to eat, however, and some fish. And it was a place for lovers, so that didn't apply to us, and we looked tired, and you know, we've been traveling, so the waitress wasn't too happy with us. Well, yeah, we can't really say she wasn't. But I asked this man, are you the owner? And he said, no. And so we said, okay, fine, and we got our food, and we're back at the hotel.
Yeah,
they were a little rude.
He worked there, yeah. And
Just not very kind.
not very nice. So, that's it for tonight, and we'll see you later. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Please note the color on the stone.
the stone is blue.
I will show to you in some upcoming shows. Bob Grubbs from Bliss, Idaho gave me that stone. He was kind of scared of it because at night it is blue. I'm going to get back to the stone later. But this is the
And in the
hotel we were
daytime,
at
it's
last
purple,
night. And it scared him.
And got some pretty neat stuff in the front here.
So he sent it to
We
me.
was going to show you the office, but we couldn't. They
And
still
then we
closed.
lost
We
Bob
tried
in
to
September
outrun-
last
we
year
show you. This is what
of
we
West
tried to
Nile
outrun here.
virus.
So they said snow. Hopefully we'll make it. Little town. As you can see here, weather's all around us. So we'll do the best we can.
It was a nice little place.
Breaking up the rocks.
Please notice that
A
whistle.
little farm. What was once a farm. It's a nice storm coming in.
We didn't actually hear the whistle
We're 100 miles from Reno.
while we were driving.
It's on both sides.
We heard it later when we played back the tape. And it eventually turned out that a friend of mine was in a
House out in the
coma
middle of nowhere. How pretty is that?
in Texas. And I recognized this whistle.
Those clouds are so heavy, they're topping the mountain.
When he came out of the coma, he said, Vivian, that's what he calls me. I had a wonderful afternoon with you.
I intend to outrun this.
And then over here...
Originally, we thought we had picked up one of the
clouds are hanging
ghosts
over
at the
mountain.
ghost town. But that wasn't the case.
Timing is everything.
It was our friend Rusty.
Curve.
Oh, God. Going right in it. Now, I'm still worrying about the weather here.
Look at that. Doesn't that look scary?
Okay.
Some people find it excitement. It might be scary. Let's see. It's pretty to look at, though.
Clouds are bigger than the mountains.
We're in the Toby National Forest. Don't see a whole lot of trees, but
Shrubs.
shrubs.
What is it? Toby National Shrubs.
Toby National Shrubs. That's what it should be called. There's no trees here. Here we go. Down and around. Look at that pretty river. There's a river over there.
It's one of those quick
Falling rocks.
shots.
This is where it ends, right?
The road construction, yeah. That's a river we're looking at. I don't know how good you guys can see it, but
Oh, he's not
I'm trying.
stopping, too. Why is he stopping? He might be part of his outfit here, huh?
I bet you we won't even be able to see this water when Ebony and I go through here in just a few days.
So I don't know what the river, what it's called that you're looking at, but there we go. There's a river. Oh wow.
That's the wind. I'm glad you listened to that for a minute. Well, that's enough of the wind.
And you see those big rocks and trees, so we'll let you go. Okay, you guys, I don't know how close you can see all that. We'll try and get it. Let's see if we can get it.
She tried really hard to, get details
Now
about
we're starting to
things.
see trees.
And we're still on 395.
And changing scenery on 395. This was new
We're
to
starting
us
see trees
now
instead of bushes.
because we had came about it a different way.
Let's
Yes,
see.
Rusty.
Which one is this? Oh no, this can be called the National Forest.
That's a forest.
Oh, look at that.
Got it.
Sliding stuff.
Yes, three
See,
trees.
red and green, the rock
Mm-hmm.
The different colors.
time periods.
Excuse me, viewers. Look at all those different colors. There's oranges and... looks like
Again,
daisies.
for those of you that think California is all beaches, you are in Central California.
Oh my, this
There's the river I was trying to get. Look at all these rocks. Big rocks. Came from up there sometime or another. And made themselves their way down here.
I know many of you that go that route going to Arizona in October and November. I'm assuming it's snowing then also. It looks more like Colorado actually than California.
just one mile.
Copies of this show also go to Germany in a German version. So when they make their vacation plans, they can see where they want to go.
The house up there on the hill?
Found a house.
Okay, there's a house actually behind that big hill.
With a really weird room. Now watch it, go
This
real
is
fast.
called
Antelope
Antelope Valley.
Walker. We saw no antelopes.
Let's see, what do we got here?
The other thing is when you drive, I usually drive during the day, because in the evening I would say like 4, 5, 6 o'clock, the animals jump in front of you and all of that, and it gets real windy. I would say between 4 and 7, and it's really hard to drive, especially if you're in an RV. And so I prefer to drive in the daytime. Yeah, they're going to charge us $26 for breakfast.
They probably will. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it says the best burgers and steaks, so
Yeah.
probably. More than likely.
What do you need to do then? You need to stop.
I don't need to stop for anything. A trading post, moccasins, beadwork.
Rest area, they'll have a rest. Ebony and I will stop at their trading post.
A little bitty gas station.
It's a little rest
And
area.
they got a motel over here called the Sierra
That's what it is about.
Retreat. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Rest area.
They got a cable.
Right here, that's a rest area.
Food to go.
Rest area.
It's a little bitty town called Antelope Valley. Shadow crafts. Wow, cool.
Everything's. It was really early in the morning.
Yeah, so early. Nobody's open.
Doesn't look like it, huh? Everything looks closed. And we're gonna drive back through the mountains. And look at, but this is a cute little valley town. They got native crafts and jewelry. Too bad they're not open.
That's the rest area. They probably have rest area. There are very few rest areas there, so you need to stop in these little
The
towns.
horses.
And here again, I'm driving
Oh, there's
70
cows.
miles an hour or something like that.
So far.
I think speed limit was
Stop.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
or whatever the speed
I don't
limit
think
was.
it's
I don't
here.
know.
Wow. There's a school. We haven't showed you any of those on this trip yet. They got funny looking
And they
buses,
got a
don't they?
library.
They've got a library. How about that?
I thought about that book being at the ghost town.
And that's the first church I've seen in a town besides the ghost town on this trip so far. Sure. See what the sign says. Topaz 3.
9 miles to Nevada.
Good. It can smoke. That's what we're gonna have. Something smoke.
Cemetery. It can be so. And we're going through the mountains, so unsafe as well. See, what do we got over here? Oh, a little bitty farm. Some hay. A greenhouse.
And here, California is not tornado country, so when you see clouds like that, they look real dangerous, but not like in the Midwest. Like, you go to Colorado and you see clouds like that, you're in big trouble. But I wasn't able to tell them apart yet, but eventually I figured that those clouds were easier to deal with than some of the others in other parts of the country.
You noticed we did a lot of junk cars and garbage this time.
Yes, we did.
I don't think I've ever showed you garbage before. And then somebody actually had the nerve to say, everything in California looks like that. I don't think so. We saw some clean places.
Yeah, we seen
That's
clean
not
places.
even there, huh?
We saw
Yeah,
some
we seen
pretty
a couple clean
places.
Look
places.
where we were last night. I mean, wow, it was wonderful.
It was very pretty. But it was more or less like Washington. Mountains and trees. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I take it you're partial to Washington.
Not very partial to Washington. Travel everywhere else. Love to travel, but can't wait to get home because home is home. I love the trees.
I'm
The
partial
people.
to Arizona.
She now lives in
Lilian
Los
says she loves
Angeles.
Arizona. She likes the desert. There's a lot of pretty colors out there in the desert, so I've got to see this time. She likes the heat, and I can't stand it, so hey. Unless there's...
When we got outside of Bridgeport,
Yeah, and here I was telling the story about Rusty, but I had already mentioned that,
well, basically,
where we thought that we had picked up a ghost, and it turned out to be my friend. Now keep in mind, it was several months before we got to the bottom of that story. Right there where I'm standing, at Overlook Park there, it is one townhouse next to the other. We go by there when we go to TCTV, and we were just amazed how they brought in the bulldozers, brought in big boulders, and started building those houses. It was just unbelievable. So all the open spaces there are gone. And in one of the later shows, we will take you there. And I think people buy houses and resell them because as fast as people move in, the for sale signs go up. In 2007, which it is now, we filmed it in August 2006. The mortgage market cooled off a little bit, and I think people had kind of purchased more house than they can afford at the moment. But you can just sit there and watch them go up. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I think we're going to play you some Cuban music. I'm not really sure. I should have watched this before I'm talking to you here, but I'm getting ready to go on the road to do this year's trip. But I believe it's Cuban music you're going to be hearing at the end here. And of course, Randy Shaw with Lilian, Miss Lilian. And so I think that'll be the end here.
we'll see you next week.
That's what I said. We'll see you next week.
Kaki vela, onom kitobe, dimwe kaki vela, onom kitobe, kaki vela monsieur, onom kitobe, kaki vela, onom kitobe. Saki café mon nuit, ces gens-là sont habillés, cravate des vestes, on sert de souliers, ou peut pas douter, oui, vous la dégainez, adam bratam bam, onom kitobe. Onom kitobe, yo di moi c'est madame ay di chete la. Onom kitobe, yo di moi c'est all la pan di chete la. Onom kitobe, ay bagado. Onom kitobe, oh la la. Chete non la.
Music is actually Haitian. Wendy Shaw singing us out. He is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we'll see you next week.
Take us here, and you take us there.